Hello. Welcome to my very first YouTube. My name is Dixie. I'm from the South, Mississippi and Louisiana. I'm in Louisiana right now. I do a lot of crafts. I work with clay, batiking, glass, painting, I don't know, just everything. A lot of exercising, yoga, anti-gravity yoga, swimming, bike, walking, just anything I can think of, I do. I'm still employed. I'm 62. I have my own business. Other people run it for me, so I've taken a few years off and semi-retired, so I just have a lot of fun. But what I'm doing now that I wanted to share with you, I do a few things and people kind of ask me, well, give us some hints on that, some little helpful tips. So I'm going to do my very first one today. It's going to be a simple little thing that I just kind of picked up, and it's called diamond painting. And you can Google diamond painting, and I'm sure Amazon has tons of them. The very first one I did was this little hummingbird. And you get the little different colored diamonds, and it has a chart, and you get little packs of the little diamonds, all different colors, and they have a number on them, and you correspond with the little symbols or numbers that's on the canvas. This one I did, and then I sprayed it with polyurethane. I wanted to make sure that it didn't hurt it in any way, because I'm fixing to show you why. I ordered another one. I got in a little over my head with it because it's so big. They usually come wrapped up, just wrapped like this. There's a canvas, and there's a lot of those little diamonds in there. And this little package, I don't know the name of it. Well, this is like Home Craftology or something. But you can Google it and figure it out. I have been working out, so you see me how I am. Here we go. I'm going to give you some tips on diamond painting. It's very simple to do. It's fun. It's relaxing. If you don't try to do it all, well, there's no way to really sit down and do this one all at one time. But the reason why I got the second one is because it was Alice in Wonderland. And I love Alice. Anything Alice, I love. I'm going to show it to you now and kind of give you some tips. Here we go. Okay. Now, this is the cover that you want to keep over it when you're not doing it. It keeps the dust off of it. Because when you get it and you roll out this canvas, it's nothing but sticky. Your diamonds stick to it, okay? So, here we go. This is a 40 by 60 centimeter. It's big. I mean, I've done canvases, painting on canvases way bigger, but when you think I have to put every little single diamond, they call them diamonds, but they're little pieces of glass or plastic or something on there, you can see it. Okay, now, to start off, you lay it down. I'm going to try to get it in a spot that looks pretty good for you. Anyway, when you start, the whole thing is sticky, and you lay it out and get it flattened out. I usually get a bucket, and I put all my little packages, and they come in these little, let's see, I've got my packs over here. They come in all these little packages. And they have a number on them, and you have a little graph over here that tells you that, and these have symbols, and each one of these goes, it's a number on it, and I match it with the symbol. You get the idea. You get a little tray. You open a package up, you pour your little diamonds in there. It comes with a little tool that you stick it on here, then you match the symbol with, and you keep going. Okay. Now, since it is sticky, you kind of want to get an area started in one spot and make it to where you can sit your tray down. at the beginning, you kind of have to move it over the side or cover everything up and put your tray on top of the paper, because you don't want to be sticking it on this sticky part, because you might end up taking all the sticky off, which can happen. Okay, so you start from the edge and you keep going. Now, you have all these, they'll give you a whole long thing of them. Once you get down to the very last one, you think, okay, I'm done with it. Don't, and they're always going to give you extra. Don't throw them away. Always keep the color that you're using and the wrapper, because it has a number on it. Keep it. Keep it set away from all the other ones. The color that you're using, okay? And if you think you're done with this color and you can throw these away, don't do it. Because there's so many spots on here, so many little blocks, that you will leave some out. Hang on to this little package. Just set it aside somewhere, because once you think you're all done, you're going to go back and you're going to find some, and you're going to find out, yeah, I've skipped over. That's a very good point. Now, another good thing to know is that when you run your hand on it, you're going to find some sticking up. You just go back in and press it down. And you have to be a little bit careful on that, because it's like a domino effect, because they get so tight that when you press it down, it's going to make some other ones buckle up. So you just have to work with it. That does happen. And you just keep, see that there's one that just came off right there. And it's no big deal. I just drop it back down and stick it back on. There it is. Let's see, now I forgot, where did that go? I believe it went right there, so I just stuck it in there. Now, sometimes you can, if you think it went there, it should have gone there, and maybe it didn't. It doesn't matter as long as it's in the color group. Okay, but what happens is, once you find a little spot somewhere, and you see a blank spot, take your little thing, it has a little pointer on the end of it, and point it, because you will pick up that little diamond, and then you will look around and figure out, okay, where was that little symbol? You will lose it. So that does come in handy sometimes. Another thing is, when you pour out your little package, okay, into your tray, keep this to the side, because what will happen if you don't, you will forget what number this is and where it goes. I don't care if you've been working on it all day. You will come back and say, uh-oh. So always hang on to the original package with the number on it. That number corresponds with the symbol. The symbols are on here. That helps. Now, when I was talking to you, when I get finished with this, and you can see it's Alice. I think you might can see her head here somewhere. But, and it's so cool, because when you start, there's just, you can't tell anything really. And the more you work on it, and I'll usually do maybe 1 or 2 packs at a sitting. And then I get up, and maybe I have some left over. I have to go, I want to go work out or walk or whatever I want to do. So I always keep my package. That's very important. And believe me, that can happen to you. But okay, getting back to it, when I'm finished working on that piece, I take my piece of paper, cover it up, put this back on it, and I have the corresponding color, so I'll know exactly where I'm headed back to. This one, when I get finished, I'm going to get it on a piece of wood, take it out, make sure they're all stuck, because some of them actually will come off. There might be some that come off or pucker up, and you have to push back down, or the sticky part on here is not sticky. You're going to have to find some glue. I tried tacky glue, it didn't work. I had to go to a little heavier glue, and that's a little aggravating, because that's just one more thing you have to do. I do use a magnifying glass, because sometimes these symbols are very hard to see, especially at night. especially when you're a little older like me and you have to wear glasses to see all this. It does work on your eyes a little bit. But what I want to do when I get finished with this, I have a little grandchild that's going to be born, a little girl, in July. So I'm going to have it framed. Before that, I'm going to pull it out on a piece of wood, and I'm going to spray it with polyurethane. I did this one twice. I sprayed it down twice, and it worked out fine. So I'm going to do this one the same way, but I'm going to have to lay it out first and make sure every single little diamond is exactly down flat, and then I'm going to have it framed. So that's the diamond painting. This is something that's fun to do. It's relaxing. It's like in the middle of doing, if you're doing something else and you just want to break from that, it's fun to do. When I first saw it advertised, I thought, oh well, I do my own painting. I do a lot of flow painting. I do oil painting. But I have worked on some other kinds of paintings that I will show in a later video if I manage to get this one out. And like I said, I do a lot of other things that I will try to do videos on. If anybody acts like they're interested in this one, or even if I even get it out there, I have no idea how to work YouTube. I know how to look at YouTube. I look at a lot of YouTube, but yeah, I'll post a lot of things that I do when I travel. I do a lot of shopping. I like luxury purses and clothes and jewelry, and so I'll, show some of that and talk about some of that, what's kind of the good things and the bad things about that, and a lot of the projects that I do, I'll kind of give you, the good things and the bad things and things you have to, like when I do my glass, when I do my beading, I make my own beads, and there's a lot of things you need and to work on to do it safely, and I'll kind of explore that with you. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. I have fun with everything I do. If I'm not having fun, I just don't do it. But I haven't found anything that I don't have fun with yet. And there's a lot of things that I'm gonna try. It doesn't hurt to try something, whether you're good at it or not. You never know until you do try. So anyway, that is that. And I hope I'm gonna be okay with this YouTube. I'm not gonna get the cameras. I'm just using my phone. I'm not gonna do the cameras and the lights. If I do it, and if I keep doing it, I will be doing it either natural light or just the lights in my house or whatever. One other thing, you do need a good light when you're doing this. Most of the things that when I do inside, I have a wonderful lamp and it's just, I couldn't do anything without it. I have like 4 of them in my house, and I will take you through my house one of these days in my exercise room. It's crazy. I do have my own exercise area. It's small, but it's very cool. So anyway, that's kind of me. That's a little bit about me, which is not that much, but hopefully something I do, if you're interested in, might help you out. So I do some flow painting, and I do want to do some YouTubes on that because I have learned from a lot of people. I've been doing it for a few years now, and it's very fun, and it's very easy, and it's not expensive. When people look at me, oh, I don't know if I can do that, or would you give a class on that? I just say, you can take $20 and get everything you need and do a flow painting, and they turn out great. I've got stacks of those. I've got a whole house full of paintings. Anyway, that's enough about me and that. Right? But I hope I make it to YouTube, or figure out how to get it on YouTube, or what I have to do to make it. That I don't know about, but maybe I'm gonna learn it. I know I can. Okay, bye now. Till next time.